It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Snowhawks and the Voyagers. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Southern Hemisphere and the historic city of Sao Paulo, Brazil.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started.
And off we go here in Sao Paulo. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deontay Hardy back deep.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Play action, now it's Tua.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, good move.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Read option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Montgomery. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Tua sets up to pass it.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you look at the list of cities that most people thought were likely to entertain taking on a relocated NFL franchise. London was likely at the top of the list, but this city, Paris, hosted the 2024 games. They have the infrastructure. The fan base is coming along, and it's going to be interesting to watch how this team is received here in the French capital. So far, the early returns, excellent.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to pass. Tua.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
From 19 yards away.
And the Voyagers are able to widen their advantage.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And running with power here.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Here's 2nd and 3.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Up the middle, Jones.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown!
Cooper Kupp.
34 yards.
And the Snowhawks have got it back to within a score.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Third down and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Taken from just outside the 30. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Tua going to throw.
And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Slot man moves right. Now Tua. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They come up short here on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Mahomes.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. They're going to look to throw.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Snowhawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. One more go for this offense in the first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Lazard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield, here's Tua.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some excellent games to pick from in that early window. So let's highlight the one going on in London, as that promises to give the folks over there a real good taste of NFL football. Later in the afternoon, of course, we'll be watching that game down in Stadio Azteca, as the NFL fans down in Mexico City are in for one of the best matchups of the entire weekend. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Voyagers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Olave motioning to the left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
2nd and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Looking to pass. Tua. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he is out of bounds inside the...
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Dexter Lawrence
drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now here's Mahomes. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. That's caught once again by Gallup. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Mahomes now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And that is no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Paris offense out to have another go at it, and they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The Snowhawks offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
From the 46, here's second down and 1. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. An inside give to Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Levis to throw it.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. He'll get this down to the 38.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Levis.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Now Levis. Touchdown! Chris Olave.
From 3 yards out.
And the Voyagers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Levis will try to throw for the 2.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Again, it's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Yaya Diaby now with his second sack here on opening night. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Levis sets up to throw here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Levis looking to throw.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Minshew.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, Minshew to throw.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a draw play. This is Jones.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
On the delay, Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A give to Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to swell the lead to 6.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 6, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning.
Here's Levis. It's complete. Lazard finding room at midfield.
And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Levis to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
2nd and 11 now.
Jones. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.
So celebration on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
So for Montreal,
they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.